You are God's gift to me. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faith Adegboye. I film about faith, relationship, and lifestyle. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for always supporting and watching my videos and sharing. God bless you. Today we are going to be talking on giving, as the title is, and I am very hopeful and prayerful that you will be blessed. Take it from me that giving is very underrated and we must learn this. Some people have gone to the mountain, they've prayed, they've fasted. Oh God, change the situation. I need you to move in my finances. But things are not working out well. Why? Because there's one thing you probably have not done. See, giving is a general law. With or without Christ, whether you're born again or you're not born again, it's just something that happens, just like the law of physics. So, give and it shall be given unto you is a law. And that's where most Christians and believers nowadays are failing. In fact, in a way that they don't have financial freedoms, despite the fact that they are fasting and praying so much. The Bible says, give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together and running over. The prayers of running over that you have constantly been praying to God for is in the act of giving. See, when we talk about giving, it's not limited to the poor. The fact that you went out and then you give the poor. What about the rich? I know most of us feel like there's nothing they need, or there's nothing they need. There are some people that we say in the Bible they are poor in the spirit. And I won't even use the biblical term of poor in the spirit, which is another different thing. But when we see poor in the spirit, people like that can be rich in purses. They can be poor in spiritual, things. They don't know Christ. They are not saved. Have you prayed for their salvation? Like, you take it upon yourself that this person must be saved. And God sees that you are doing so. There are some people also that are rich, but, they are probably discouraged about something. They are tired of life and so many things that they are passing through, and you give your encouragement, you give your time in checking up on them. You see, there's something else that I got to notice is giving to your community. And when I mean your community, is for me personally, my community is YouTube, my community is the blogging industry. Can I call it an industry? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that if you cannot give in the community that you are, when you are supposed to rise in that community, it might be difficult for you. Such kind of place and such community is where I can prosper when I give in that aspect. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. For example, now, Mount Zion released the Train movie. If you have not watched the review I made concerning that, I'm going to put it in the description below. Mount Zion made a movie, The Train, and I don't think many of us saw the description that said if you want to support or you want to, you've been blessed by this ministry, we're told to pay some into their account. But some people will just walk past it. Maybe they are rich, they are Mount Zion and all those things, and you are into a ministry and you don't see it as a responsibility placed in your heart to support. How then will financial breakthrough come for your own ministry? Definitely, you don't just give. You just don't give. It has to come from a place of the fact that God led you to give, and so amount of giving. All right. And I also want to tell you that giving is actually a savings, and you are investing into your future. Sometimes the gift of giving doesn't come very immediately, but it always comes. Giving is God's heart. If God can give his only begotten son, I feel like the fact that he gave his only begotten son, so far anyone gives for the cause of why Jesus came, especially sacrificially, it's like you're reminding God of the pains that Jesus Christ, his son, felt, and then he's moved to the fact that God's hand is moved and he blesses you so mightily. Another part of giving is in form of support. See, it's not all about, I'm going to share a personal story as much as I don't want to share it here. It's not just all about money. Your encouragement. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I posted something on my WhatsApp status concerning a YouTube masterclass I wanted to attend by Tolulope Solutions. I respect her so much. And then it was 15,000 naira. Yes, you heard the money. Then somebody just messaged me and she was like, I'm going to pay fully. Did you hear? Fully. That was marvelous. Like, I didn't know. So when I called the person, I was thanking, oh, thank you very much, I'm so grateful and all that. And the person was like, oh no, don't thank me, I should be thanking you. And I'm like, why should you be thanking me? And the person was like, you always call me to check up on me. You always encourage me. You're always there. Basically, I was always calling the person when the person was in a particular situation of his or her life. I'm not going to use the "our" or "is." So that pushed and moved the person to actually say, oh, for this person to have done this, I'm going to support. I hope this also blesses you. See, giving takes grace. It is not something easy to do. You cannot have your last card and say you want to call somebody. You cannot have your last money and then something is telling you, go and give your mother, go and give your father, go and give this pastor, sow into this person's life. When such a thing happened to me, and I had, I think, just 10,000 naira in my account, and I was instructed to give that money to a man of God that I expected so much. I still respect. Anyways, me and the Holy Spirit, we fought. I won't even lie to you. How do you want me to subscribe? Like for data, I have YouTube to do and all those things. Immediately I did that and I obeyed. That was when all these 15,000 naira started coming, and so many other money that were coming, even from people that I've never seen before. I will be sincere with you. So it is not going to be easy. It has to take the grace of God. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 8 says, the chapter 7 was about giving. Every man has proposed, let him not give grudgingly or of necessity. We are going to discuss about the forms of giving. That's number 1, according to your community. I think it would be best that we put that to the comment section below. If you need me for any consultation, by God's grace, not of myself, for your own community that you have, whether in business or in anything, and you need to know where you can sow seeds to, or where you can give people, and write it below in the comment section, or you send me an email like it's going to be in the description box. Tell me what it is, and other people will be gaining from you, so we can all relate together and get financial breakthrough. Like I said, giving takes grace. In that first Bible verse, that's of chapter 7, it says that every man has proposed in his heart, let him not give grudgingly or of necessity. And like I said, we are also going to be discussing do's and don'ts of giving. I wouldn't want to make this video super long. That is why I'm going to make another video about that. Chapter 8 now says, or verse 8, sorry, all grace abounds towards you. So he knows that you cannot do this thing by yourself. It takes the grace of God, and it takes you walking in the Spirit. And that's why the Holy Spirit has to be your best friend. I don't know why, but I just must say it. It has to be very close to you that you can hear him and instruct you and telling you this is who to give at this particular time, because it's not every time that you also just go out and give. You have to listen to God. As a parent that you're listening to this, a prospective parent, let me tell you that an innocent mind is the best to give to God. If you look at verse 7 of chapter 9 of 2 Corinthians, it says, not of necessity. You know, the don't of giving is so much and probably scary in quotes that sometimes you don't even get blessing from giving, which I'm going to discuss later, as I've said. But an innocent mind of your child, oh my God. An example is somebody that I know very well too. This boy, when he was so young, saw that the church needed an equipment for service, and he just came home and he was like, mommy, please, the money that visitors used to give me, how much the money visitors used to give me, the money that visitors used to give me, can you please gather them and send to the church to buy generator? He was very young, and I tell you, this is a story I know very well. I tell you that from his secondary school to his university to his master's to his PhD to professorship, everything has always been scholarship. Believe me. you will enjoy it. Your child will enjoy it. Of course, isn't that the person that is on scholarship now? Is this going to be, definitely the parents is not going to be thinking of paying school fees or anything. So make an habit of giving to your children and even prospective parents. You will reap it together. I also want to tell you that God doesn't owe anybody. God doesn't owe anybody. You can give in service, you can give in your time and talent. Money is also very essential, which looks like as if this is pertaining, this video is like money wise. But also, yes, many of us give our time, we give our services to God and all those things, but we cannot give to the leaders over us. We can't give money to the leaders over us. We can't give support to the people that are blessing you with words of encouragement or words of admonition and all those things. Give money. I know you give your time. I know you serve God. Give money, and then you reap financial breakthrough. Take it for instance, a corn. When you sow a seed of corn, do you usually see one corn as what you want to harvest? No, it's bountiful. It's 2, 3, and that's just how it comes. Giving is so underrated, and for you to be financially, rich in Christ and even earthly wise, because that is the plan of God for our lives, you must give. Thank you so much. I pray you've been blessed by this. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Camera rolling. 1, 2, action. Take 1, take 2, take 3.